in the Sri Lanka innings, and let's take a look at some of the highlights.
He played beautifully, didn't he? I thought the pitch was really good to bat on, and he was aided with some loose deliveries. Few short one, few pull. That's a Dilshan favourite, trademark shot. And once again, 400 at Talakli. He's got amazing record.
Indeed, an excellent record by Dilshan. And Abdul Razak, what a performer, 5 for 62. And he became the first Bangladeshi to get 200 wickets in ODI cricket and best ever bowling performance for Bangladesh against Sri Lanka. Let's take a look at the target. Bangladesh need 303 to win and just a little bit over 6 runs and over, and a little bit better than a runner ball.
Short wide, put away, 4. That is the poor delivery, but nicely played away onto the offside by Namalak Vijay.
That was too wide from Kulasekara. No real feet movement, but still a very good shot by Inamul Haq. Had plenty of space outside the off stump. Look at his feet, didn't move at all, but his bat did the talking. That's what mattered. The ball came off the middle of the bat. Goes again. 4 more runs. Seemed to enjoy that shot, hitting it on the up rather than really leaning into it. That's another indication of his approach. Look at it again. Didn't lean into it. Just stood there and drove.
I think that's a better looking shot. At least he was leaning into it.
Let's see. Cleverly bowled and very well played as well. That was a slower Yorker, and Enamul possibly waiting for it. Did well to hit it through the line. It's 28 without loss. Off the outside edge, it will race down to the boundary. So useful runs for Bangladesh. Enamul Haq playing it with very soft hands. Just past slip.
I'll be happy to take the boundary. Yes, played with soft hands. So once again finding the outside edge. This time going to the boundary. But slowly and surely, Bangladesh going in a very healthy run rate. Don't forget that. 7.07.
Bulawayo in 2009 against Zimbabwe. Ashraful gets a boundary. Driving square. He ends the over in grand style. 38 without loss.
Early days in the 6th over. They've not managed to dislodge the opening partnership.
Goes again through extra cover. On the up and in the gap. 44 without loss. Ambula in 2009. So if Bangladesh gets to the 300, it will be the highest ever in Sri Lanka. Ashraful once more finishes the over with a boundary. He's done it on 3 occasions now. 49 without loss.
This time he gets it though. That's a brilliant whip off the pads.
A glorious shot. In fact, it was just around the area that he's sort of been waiting for. He just shuffled a little bit and got it nicely into the gap.
He's a treat, Mohammad Ashraful. Benon Song, one of the better players to watch.
Again, the reason why he made good contact was that he looked to hit it with a fuller face, and in fact surprised Malinga too, confidently to a ball that really is not going to turn the way in which they wouldn't expect it. That's a beautiful shot. Just look at that. Just came down very hard, just a little bit of width into the overs. 69 without loss. That's pulled away. What a good shot that was. Just a trifle short. He got nicely inside the line and got his wrist over too.
Namul, just the foil Ashraful needs. Scoring at almost a runner ball and gets it in front of square. Not an express pitch, and also it's Angelo Matthews who's bowled.
It's been some time ago, isn't it?
I'm surprised it's in 1997, Athar Ali Khan. And he's got him. Just what the Sri Lankans needed. Wasn't a short delivery. Ashraful opting to play it late off the back foot.
Yes, I thought Ashraful was getting a little too complacent at that time. He felt that Sachitra was getting easy, but Sachitra is that kind of bowler who really could spring a surprise. Oh, that was straight going through to hit off stump.
Ashraful not happy. But Nigel Long did not hesitate. Got a start once again. Gone for 29. Bangladesh are 77 for 1.
Being called for. And the drizzle getting heavier, one would imagine.
Yes, this is the best option so that the wicket stays dry and we can come back and hopefully play the 6 overs required to get a result. If Bangladesh hadn't lost a wicket, all they would have required at the end of 20 overs was 79, because they're 1 wicket down. Now that's up to 92.
Unfinished over from Kulasekara, and straight away Jairul into action, steering it down to third man, and good aggressive running as well. So straight away the Bangladeshis setting their stall out.
Well, 103 of 79 balls now, and I think Bangladesh will need a few shots like that or more aggressive strokes. But the important thing is to make sure that that gap between balls and runs is not widened. Bangladesh will want it always reduced.
Edged past Sangakkara, there's no slip, down to the boundary for 4. This outfield was completely covered during the rain break, so it's still fast. 84 for 1 Bangladesh in 14 overs. Bangladesh's revised target 183 in 27. So another 99 runs required from 13 overs. They've got 9 wickets in hand. Here's Thisara Pereira. Well, the stats very much in favour of Bangladesh here. Our statistician Rajneesh Gupta's just handed me a piece of paper. 9 out of the last 10 games decided by Duckworth Lewis in Sri Lanka have been won by the side batting second.
Allocated 6.
Cut away for 4. He hit that like a rocket. It went through Dilshan at backward point. That was beautifully timed.
This is an ideal kind of situation for Jairul, because he's a powerful striker, aggressive player, and that just raced away to the boundary, short and wide, and was timed so well that Dilshan hardly had any time.
Let off all the same for Jairul. And it's beaten the inside edge, and that will run down to the boundary for 4. It's gone down as byes, so it cut back off the seam, beat the batsman, and Kumar Sangakkara behind the stumps too.
Certainly the rub of the green going Bangladesh's way since play resumed. That came back a long way, and Sangakkara had to change course. Well, no fault to the bowler.
Backward of square on the offside. It's a short ball, and they scamper through for a quick single. Leg by signalled by umpire Nigel Long, which is a frantic start to this action. Jairul goes down the ground, he's hit that well. Kulasekara's down there at long on, and he's done well too. That was a good bit of fielding to keep the batsman down to a single.
Great piece of cricket by Nuwan Kulasekara.
Practice. It's in the air, sliced off the outside edge. It's going to drop safe between 3 fielders. Well, fortune favours the brave there for Inamal.
But they're throwing their bat at everything, and they're looking to try and have this target under control. Still a little bit behind, and he was looking to go over extra cover. That bat turned. As a result of it, luckily for him, went behind point and fell between 3 converging fielders.
Down the wicket, it's in the air again, and again 3 fielders chasing after it. Oh, what a good catch that is. Dinesh Chandimal, he's not got the gloves on today, but he made no mistake there. That really was an outstanding piece of outfielding.
Never easy, I can tell you. Catches like that are never easy. He was running back and he had to take it over his shoulder. Never an easy catch. High catches are never easy, but particularly catches like this when you're running back. Look how high it went. He had to run back, he had to keep his eyes on the ball and make sure he caught it as it fell over his shoulder. Great catch. And catches like this can lift a team. He's gone for 40, 97 for 2.
By Salcon, and there's some of our sponsors down there next to the branding, giving us a wave. They're happy we've got some action. And action we've got, plenty of it as well, as Jairul punches that one down the ground. Is this the right approach, Roshan?
I'm not very sure about it, Brian, at all, because Bangladesh seem to be in a mighty hurry. We're talking about 7.5 runs and over, and well, it appears that they're chasing a target of about 15 runs and over, because they're going at every ball. There's great urgency about the way they're batting, particularly Jairul, who's looking to blast every ball, running at every given opportunity.
Heaved away through backward square leg for 4. Well, he attempted that shot the ball before and missed, but he got that one right out of the middle of the bat.
He'll like that. Bangladesh will value such shots and boundaries because it brings them closer to the target, and the gap between runs and balls now reduced to 16. They'll want that reduced as much as they can.
Heaved away through the onside again. Jivan Mendes is out there and he's done really well. That was terrific. Moving to his wrong side and getting rid of the ball really quickly, keeping the batsman down to just a single.
Once again, Mushfiqur Rahim looking to go through that mid-wicket area. Thisara Pereira knows to bowl in T20 cricket. He's highly experienced, so Sri Lankan approach will be.
Clobbered through the offside by Jairul. Hit that beautifully, but straight to the fielder, just a single. 7. Angelo Matthews in action. It's sliced down towards third man. Brilliant effort. I think it's Kulasekara down there, and it's gone for 4.
Well, aren't they happy? Thisara Pereira made a desperate effort. It was a tough one for him. He had to make the decision between coming for the catch and also saving the boundary. And he went for the catch. Good effort. But just eluding him. Down to the boundary. Valuable runs for Bangladesh. At this stage, you should be backing the batting side in a T20 game. 72 or 59. I would say 9 times out.
Always set aside back. And he's worked that one away nicely. Malinga's up in the circle. Good work from him chasing back to keep the batsman down to 2. What is the approach from a bowling side here? It just block. Heaved away over square leg by Jairul. Just a single. Hauschel's out. It's nicely steered away down towards third man. Good work from Thisara Pereira down there. Again worked away, and that's through Malinga at short fine leg, and it's gone for 4.
This is a big over, excellent over, and with some sensible batting by Bangladesh. 12 runs already of 5 balls with minimum risks. Just look at this, just working a ball on the leg stump with Malinga inside the 30-yard circle. The timing, that ball raced away to the boundary.
Malinga will feel he should have done better there. But that's the pressure of the situation. Edged. And what a good end to the over for Sri Lanka. 12 runs had come from it. But now Jairul, whose innings was a frantic one to say the least, it's been dismissed and has the pendulum swung again.
Well, I'm not very sure about it because Bangladesh have it within striking distance, but that was unnecessary. He's got 12 runs in the over and he still went at a delivery wide of the stumps.
Nasser Hossain, in the first one-day international down in Hambantota, he got 73 from 59 balls. So this is just his situation, you would imagine. Scamper through for a quick single. Well, you'd say this is Senanayaka's situation because he's a big money signing for Kolkata Knight Riders, so after this tour is over, he'll be heading to India.
That's an indication that he's been highly respected as a bowler. Sachitra Senanayaka, his strength is his accuracy, the variety he bowls to create that angle from round the wicket. But Nasir Hussain, he is a real danger man from a Sri Lankan point of view. He can hit the ball hard, aggressive player, an ideal batsman to have for Bangladesh.
And slid across him and round the wicket. Senanayaka. Escher just switches to the batsman. That's a bad ball.
It releases the pressure to a point. Sachitra Senanayaka just sliding down the leg side, but this has been a good over. 2 runs.
And that's a bad ball. It's put away for 4. Nobody out there protecting the offside boundary. And Nasser Hossain off the mark in some style.
Well, it speaks of what this man can do. He's a very dangerous player, Nasser Hussain. Tends to pounce on anything loose. Has a good repertoire of strokes, can score runs right round the wicket just like that.
Desh can reap the rewards of making him bowl 5. Change of ends for Thisara Pereira. It's wet out there. The ball will slip through, run out opportunity. Thisara Pereira gets his man. Mushfiqur Rahim does not stop for the umpire's decision. But look at what the big man's done. Bangladesh digging a hole for themselves.
It just seems that they just cannot hold on to their nerves. There was never a run there. Big effort, brilliant effort from the big man. And hitting the stumps, sending back Mushfiqur Rahim, the captain, for 9, run out. Bangladesh 126 for 4.
Classic drive. They'll get 2. Jeevan Mendes has work to do. But he's also looking for wickets. He knows that's the only way he can control this game. He's got to slip to find ways to build pressure. Could have easily gone onto the stumps that time. Hitting Mohammedullah Riyad on his pads. Circle. Because they don't mind conceding the single in this situation. We've had 20 overs. It's 130 for 4. Top shot, that'll be 4. Nasser Hossain opting to time the ball rather than smash it.
And that's also a very good way, positive way of playing shots into the ground. Just like you said, didn't try to hit it too hard. Make sure he found the gap, because I mentioned earlier it has been a very quick outfield. Look at that.
Sprays on the leg side this time. Leg buys. Yes, it is. But Bangladesh will not complain. They want the 4 runs.
I think this partnership is going to be of mighty importance for Bangladesh. Yes, they picked up 2 boundaries in consecutive deliveries. This was off the pads, straining down the leg side. But they need to bat through, and they need to bat till the very end.
Guided by the Duckworth Lewis method. This time able to complete the single, and that win came in the Asia Cup match in Mirpur in 2012.
Yeah, they had a fantastic Asia Cup. Went on to play the final and lost to Pakistan in
3 balls. Just like that. You still have 43 balls, 38 balls to get those runs, so you don't want to finish it in 10 or 15. If it happens, so be it. But you need to plan on the long run. Hesitation. Had given up Nasser Hussain. He was left for dead if Dilshan had been able to hit the stumps.
They've lost Mushfiqur Rahim in a similar kind of fashion, and you've already picked up 11 runs, 12 runs, and look at that, nowhere near the stumps. He would have been gone, luckily.
.141 for fourth in Bangladesh. They've got this game well and truly under control. Deep are the three on the onside and the long off. Mohammedullah Riyad called early. You have to help your partner.
The dot delivery would certainly create pressure on both the batsmen. The first one was a dot, and then playing with soft end and taking the quick single.
He's not a big turner, Sachitra Senanayaka, but bowls great angles. He's got the doosra going. Has the ability to vary his pace and length. Tight again, Dilshan it is. Nasser Hussain, and here's his bonus. Couldn't get the direct hit when he wanted it.
And Nasser Hussain is very quick between the wickets, probably the quickest in the Bangladesh team. And took Dilshan on. Just walking across, just strolling across, and then realizing that it ricocheted off the wicket. Another run added.
But the field is also creeping in. Look at extra cover, mid-wicket. Trying to come in on the one. And he's given him. Reverse sweep attempted. And another one falls.
They're digging themselves there in a very bigger hole here. He cannot believe it. Only got himself to blame. Playing in reverse. Let's see where it's pitched. Pitched on line. It is a reverse. And the umpire deciding in favour of the bowler. He's not happy. He's gone for 6. 144 for 5.
It's off the mark. But Sachitra Senanayaka gets through a superb over for Sri Lanka. 4 runs and the wicket. 22 overs gone, 145 for 5.
Please their fear.
Well, that's brilliantly fielded, the captain. In the end, they take a single. But Nigel Long's going to go upstairs.
Yes, he's certainly looking to make confirmation because he doesn't really want to keep it to chance. But a great bit of fielding, and this is where the Sri Lankans have lifted their game. Just look at this. I think he's all right.
Not too many problems there. That really was top-class work from Matthews in the covers, and good work from Thisara Pereira as well to get behind the stumps so quickly. And after all that, edged is it? Not out, says Nigel Long. And the batsmen scamper through for a single. Kumar Sangakkara had thrown the ball up in the air, absolutely convinced there was an outside edge. Nigel Long signals leg by, and at the end of it, another run.
Yes, a run in vain, in fact. Kumar Sangakkara just put that ball up in the air, thinking that it had taken an edge. Oh, not quite sure what it was, but there certainly was a sound of wood ball. Would think.
That looks like a good decision on first view to me there. Clipped the back thigh. Sangakkara thought it was an outside edge. Nigel Long was the only man who counted. Mominal whips it away. Beautiful timing out towards deep mid-wicket. Kushal Janith Pereira is out there, and the batsman able to come back for a couple. Nationals had been decided by Duckworth Lewis in Sri Lanka. They've all been won by the side batting second. Ugly heave from Mominal. Scampers through for another quick single. His stock in trade is to time the ball beautifully. He didn't do it on that occasion, but that single enough to bring up the 150.
Some desperate running between wickets, taking their chances. Here's another. Those coming in, but there is desperate run.
Here. Nasser Hussain heaves that one out to deep mid-wicket. Ivan Mendes is out there. Just a single.
The ball's getting softer, and that early surge of boundaries have dried up. Ball's stopping on its way at times. So the batsmen have to get their timing right. That was again an ill-timed shot.
Just the single. Gets the left-handed Mominal back on strike. Clipped away, uppishly through mid-wicket. That'll be 4. Fielder out there on the boundary is very square. Mominal finds the gap. He's on to 9 at the end of the over. 155 for 5. Chipped uppishly over the bowler's head by Nasser Hussain. They think about 2. It's not there. It's a good bit of work there. Dinesh Chandimal. Could be one more. This is Sri Lanka's last one-day international before the Champions Trophy, the ICC Champions Trophy. The first game in that tournament against New Zealand at Cardiff on the 9th of June. They won this tournament, or the Champions Trophy, remember. Joint winners with India in 2002. The full toss not taken advantage of by Nasser Hussain. He's picked out the fielder. He'll be frustrated at that.
It's at the end. There's Malinga to bowl that last over.
Beautifully bowled again. They could get 2. No, that's good work again. Peering in off the boundary. That's Kulasekara, and he's done well. What a good over this has been by Senanayake. Just 4 singles and a dot ball. Just what the doctor ordered as far as Sri Lanka's concerned.
It's also been hampered by a dampish ball. It's not easy to grip.
Fielder right back on the edge of the circle, Angelo Matthews, but what a good over. 5 singles from it. And this match very much in the melting pot. Bangladesh 23 from 18. They're 160 for 5. Going to be bowling to Nasser Hussain. Short ball comes off the toe of the bat and it's gone for 4. Skidding off the surface. Third man is quite fine, but not fine enough.
Yes, he is a flamboyant player, Nasser Hussain, and he's taken on Lasith Malinga, giving himself room. Not a convincing shot, but all the same, 4 runs, and Bangladesh will take all or whatever runs they could get at this stage.
An interesting decision to use Malinga now. The theory being, presumably, if he can bowl a tight over at this stage, puts Bangladesh well behind the asking rate. Oh, and that's a wayward delivery down the leg side. An easy decision for Nigel Long. Well, the one theory is if he can bowl a tight over, it puts Bangladesh really behind the 8 ball. If he bowls a loose over, gets Bangladesh very close to the finishing line.
Yes, I think.
In length, you can be sure Nasser Hussain will look to go down the ground with force. But it's short. He's hit that right off the middle of the bat, but straight to Jivan Mendes.
Oh, he's a very good player, Nasser Hussain. And as long as he's there, Bangladesh, no doubt, would be fancying their chances. Almost took the head off the umpire, Ruchida Palliur Gurge, off.
Appeal for a catch behind the wicket. And he walks. So we said wickets were the key for Sri Lanka. And that man Malinga, he's just produced one.
Yes, as things are just drifting away for Sri Lanka, Malinga strikes and a good wicket. It was the new batsman, the left-hander, and just a faint touch, and Sangakkara doing the rest. So Sri Lanka still keeping their hopes alive in this game. Basit Malinga gets the wicket. Nominal Haq perishes for 11. Bangladesh 166 for 6.
Short ball, and it's flat batted to extra cover. Well, poor old Zia Rahman didn't score in his first one-day international, and he's not scored again. Still waiting his first run in this form of the game. And Lasith Malinga, well, cometh the hour, cometh the man. 2 wickets in the over.
Yes, this game certainly turning on its head, and a very, very good catch indeed. Zia Rahman looking to get bat on ball, just finding the fielder, and he too perishes without scoring. Bangladesh 166 for 7. Nasser Hussain off strike.
Carved through the offside, he's hit that like a rocket. No chance at all for Jivan Mendes to get around to that one.
A
What
brilliant
important
time of the
boundary.
ball. Brilliant time of the ball, and again beating the man at that sweeper position. Quite a brave shot to play at this stage of the innings, with runs to be made.
The bottom hand came off the bat there, and yet he still timed it superbly. And that's well wide, and signalled as such by umpire Uchirya Legurage.
Some desperation from the Sri Lankans too. Thisara Pereira just trying to look to get into that corridor, going outside that guideline for the wide. The captain trying to calm him down, give him that confidence. All tension here.
Heaved over mid-on, and it's gone for 4. And Nasser Hussain appears to be taking Bangladesh towards victory. I'm joined here now by Atta Ali Khan and Nasser Hussain. 2 really important shots in this over. First one carved through cover, and the second clobbered over wide mid-on. 28 from 24 balls now. And Atta, what an important contribution.
Well, he has been the Mr. Consistent for Bangladesh, Nasser Hussain, and he stayed consistent, thankfully. They still need few more runs, 8 more runs required, because I think they've lost too many wickets, and you can see the tension in the dressing room. But it's still within their grasp, as long as this man on screen stays, Nasser Hussain.
Tries to steer it down towards third man, misses.
Not a bad option. Had it come off the bat, it would have gone finer. And if you look at the fielder at third man, is quite wide. And the outfield is very, very fast indeed. Sri Lanka needs wickets. Bangladesh needs 8 runs to win. They had a terrific series, the last one-day series they played against West Indies. Won that 2 out of 3, and then went on to win the next one.
Heaved away, uppishly, out towards deep mid-wicket, and it's gone for 4. The 3rd bounder in the over for Nasser Hussain, and Bangladesh on the brink of victory.
Well, that will certainly release some pressure. What an innings this is turning out to be from the youngster. It was short, but he was not afraid to hit it into that same direction that it picked up a boundary. One bounce over to the fence. Terrific shot under pressure, and he delivers. inching closer to the victory.
The smiles there out in the middle. Shoaib Ghazi. No smiles for that man. But there, just a little bit of the tension relieved. Still, the game needs to be won, though. Pav down to third man, it's in the air. And is it out? No. Kulasekara throws the ball back in. Did he keep it in the field? That's what's going to be checked now. Or did it go for six? If it's gone for six, it's the match to Bangladesh.
Well, millions back home would be thinking that's six, because he had caught that and he just flew off. Oh, terrific effort, and realizing that he's jumping over. Now then, that is the question. Did he hit his foot onto the ropes? He's pulled it back, but I'm not too sure. Probably they'll have a look from different angles.
Well, he got rid of the ball, but did he touch the rope there? I'm not sure he did. I didn't see the rope move. It was a brilliant piece of work from Kulasekara. Is it enough to keep Sri Lanka in the match? The third umpire's looking at this. Tyrone Wijewardena. Terrific stuff. As you might expect, the third umpire taking his time to make sure he comes up with the correct decision.
That's a great presence of mind from Kulas. That's a fantastic catch. And realizing that he's getting over to the boundary ropes, flicks it back. And flicks it back a little bit too much.
Runs given. Superb work from Kulasekara. He's just kept his side in contention, only just. Batsman only took one. Slogged in the air, it's gone over the top of the keeper for four. Bangladesh win their first win over Sri Lanka in 16 attempts in one-day international cricket, and only the second time Bangladesh have drawn a one-day international series. There's the man who made such a difference, Nasser Hossain. Fantastic innings from him, 33 not out from 27 balls. Victory for Bangladesh. The series is shared. Look at the elation in the dressing room. Atta Ali Khan, Nasser Hossain, what a hero.
Yeah, hero of 160 million people back home watching this, and they would be standing up and applauding. What an effort, terrific effort from the youngster Nasser Hussain. Mushfiqur Rahim also feeling very happy and relieved indeed. And then it also shows how consistent they have stayed, especially in this form of the game. They beat West Indies 3-2, had a wonderful Asia Cup, and now coming back and beating Sri Lanka in their own den, first time ever, and squaring the series. Magnificent effort.
Nasser Hossain taking a stump for himself. He deserves it. But it was Shoaib Ghazi who hit the winning runs. Nowhere near off the middle of the bat, but who cares from a Bangladesh point of view? Looking for the big leg side hit, the top edge. One bounce for four, and that's what it means.
Lovely scenes here. Fantastic effort, turning out to be a very good game in the end, and Bangladesh winning it by 3 wickets. Bangladesh first ODI win versus Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka, and what a win this has turned out to be. They did well, Sri Lankans. Don't forget that they managed to pick up 7 wickets. That's where they created the pressure. But it was Nasser Hussain who was standing tall among them.
At the end, they won with 6 balls to spare. A little bit in hand. Here's how Bangladesh got that win. Remember, Sri Lanka made 302 for 9. Bangladesh were going nicely when it rained. We had a lengthy delay and a revised target of 183 in 27 overs. And, well, in the end, thanks to Nasser Hossain's contribution, fantastic innings, including 3 fours in 1 over. 33 not out he made, with contributions from the other players down the order in support of him. He was able to get Bangladesh across the line. Bowling figures, well, Sri Lanka were handicapped a little bit in that after the rain break, Lasith Malinga could only bowl 1 more over. He picked up 2 wickets in that 1 over. There were 2 wickets for the off-spinner Senanayake. He bowled beautifully. and 2 for Angelo Matthews as well. On top of that, there was a run out. It was a difficult situation for the Sri Lankans. They fought hard, but in the end, it wasn't quite enough. Bangladesh securing their victory by 3 wickets under the Duckworth-Lewis method, and with match 2 washed out, we end up with a shared series, 1 apiece.